Guys, it's your own boy, the one and only Great Dane, back with day 761 Star Drop opening, and we have a Mega Star Drop opening for the end of the season, and we have a new update in the game, but of course with the update comes some bugs, and one in particular I haven't actually tried, but I can only imagine how frustrating it's going to be in actual games. There are other bugs, but I think this one is the most ridiculous. But anyway, let's get right into it. Wow, okay, starting with a legendary is really good. Man, it's never a hypercharge though. 1000 bling, okay. Super rare of 200 XP doublers. And mythic, but it's 200 power points. Also, just another very obvious glitch is I don't know how they messed these things up, but again, they were replacing the records icon with, again, the main complaint people had with the records icon is that you couldn't choose the colors or whatever once you hit a certain rank. But the ones they changed it to per each individual brawler, I still don't think you can choose. Once you hit 2000, you're just on this rainbow colored one. But as you guys can probably tell, I don't think I've ever hit 2000 on any brawler. But for some reason, we just got in the game and every single brawler already has it maxed out, so why even bother? I don't know how they mess these things up, honestly. But anyway, must have quite a few trophies to gain, as you guys can see. I always get stuck doing it on the last day. We're gonna see if I can make it or not. I'll give it my all, but again, it just takes a certain amount of time to gain trophies regardless of what you're doing, so we'll have to see. But additionally, I still have, I'll say, a crap ton of quests to complete. And again, there's a significant amount of star drops in here. So what I'll probably end up doing is just pausing it and then going through as many of the quests as I can to make sure I'm getting the max amount of star drops. But anyway, we'll start off with the Daily Fortune, which I had a star drop, which was just another random resource. I believe it was even a rare. And the fortune is 404, fortune cookie not found. Again, that's I still don't know if that's an error or just a joke. And if we go to the mode selection for the day, as you guys can see, we have Subway Surfers coming soon or tomorrow because of the updates. So we have the new race mode and more, the wacky abilities, and then the cosmetics. I think it's going to be a pretty fun event. Hopefully you guys do as well, but obviously we have to see what happens. You have Solo Showdown. Is this regular? Okay, yeah, this is regular Solo Showdown Safety Center. This must be the new Subway Surfers background, because I almost didn't recognize it for a second. We also have Token Run is back. Insert Victory, which I'm not really sure if I remember seeing this one. It looks familiar to another map in a different mode, I think, but I don't know. We also, man, what is going on with the modes? We have Dodge Brawl Squish Court as well. That's not usually in there. And we have Knockout 5v5 Serpent Shrine Islands. Maybe these are some new maps, actually. I don't remember seeing these before. Yeah, I think all three might be new, honestly. You guys have to let me know. We also have Brawl Arena the Smack Dome. Luckily, no wacky quests on that just yet, though. Though I do have, again, obviously a lot of quests to complete. Okay, this one that says defeat 15 enemies on Heist, I actually know for a fact I completed that. And because I exited the game, I guess it didn't complete it, which is frustrating, but anyway, I'll just go through as many of these as quickly as I can. This is the same button as inside the actual special events category. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I'm forgetting. Oh, right, yeah, so I was complaining about the bugs. There's a weird bug with dashes, but that's not too crazy. Nani's peep moves really slow, which, again, most people would say is a nerf because it's slow, but I'd actually argue it's... Oh, that's also something I didn't notice. That it's a buff because it's easier to hit opponents for longer. or at least you could surprise some opponents. The only character that doesn't automatically have the max rank applied for hitting 2,000 trophies appears to be Trunk, which again is very interesting. But again, if I can skip out and having to get all of these brawlers to 2,000 trophies, that's a win in my book. But yeah, the biggest issue, which I still haven't said yet surprisingly, is Miko once again has another wacky bug. So his reload bar not working, or the ammo steal ability from his monkey business star power, it wasn't like game altering because at least you could still play Record Smash. But now apparently when you use his super and you're flying around with the little blue target on the ground, if you try to fly over water while in super or past walls, you get stuck. You cannot move past them anymore, which, as you can imagine, is going to be incredibly infuriating. But everything else still works perfectly fine. It's just the time wasted in having to maneuver around the obstacles is probably going to waste his super most of the time. Not that you necessarily even want to be using his super that much. It depends on, again, what mode you're playing and all that, but hopefully they fix that one soon, if nothing else. The rest I don't really mind too much, but yeah, I'm gonna pause here, gonna complete those quests, and hopefully it won't take too long, but it is a lot of quests, so let's see what happens. Alright, so that ended up taking at least an hour, but I did complete literally all of the quests. I didn't even look to see if I needed to complete them all, but I figured why not. Mostly because the last 3 I could do with one character in one mode. So, all done with the Knights of the Star Table Season 41 quests. And something else I noticed that was strange I want to point out. Again, I didn't see anything about this anywhere, so for some reason, I was playing through Ranked, and apparently the amount of Ranked XP you can get has now been doubled from 2,000 per week to 4,000, which completely throws off the point of me wanting to grind and watch all the esports events to see what the true number, if you really do all of it, is to how many additional legendary star drops you can get at the end of the pro pass is. And I still have a lot of other drops in the past, but so far only one additional. So again, I'm not sure if they're letting you build up Pro Pass XP if you don't do it every week, or if they've just doubled the amount you can get. And by doubled, I don't mean you're actually getting more Pro Pass XP per match, so you'd actually have to play double the amount of matches per week than you would have before to get that additional 2,000. Again, this is assuming that the 4,000 is what's renewing every week now instead of 2,000, which again at the very least gives you more opportunity to grind ranked and try to get to, again, I'll say Masters, or yeah, Masters. I really, again, you'd have to just be with a really good team to make it to Pro. Though I do think they still made that change where I have no idea if this was reverted or not. They made it so you could only play solo mode once you hit Masters or something, which I want to say that was to get rid of the chance of the teaming, or I guess you'd call it win trading. But anyway, I've been playing Trunk quite a bit, and I think this ability, specifically Worker Ants, which is obviously one that has more seconds, I think is rather powerful, because not only are you negating the damage of the enemy, but you're actively using that damage to heal your character. So you're effectively canceling out 2 of their attacks, assuming that you already took damage when you use it. I don't know why you would use this ability right away, so don't just try to use it as a shield. Try to use it after you've at least lost, I don't know, a little bit of health. I'd say 2,000-3,000, because most brawlers probably aren't going to be doing too much more damage per hit than that anyway. Obviously it's going to depend on who you're facing. If it's like Allie or something and you get her to hit you with this on a super attack, you could heal like 5,000-6,000 health or something ridiculous. So there's definitely some strategy there. I think he's a pretty fun character to play, and I think I said before, there's not much reason for the enemies not to stand on your ants once you put them down. So specifically the new Insect Overlord Star Power. I didn't really look at them too closely. Does reduce the enemy damage by 15% if they're standing on it. I think it might also slow enemies a little bit if they're standing on it, just generally. And then there's Colony Scouts that reveal enemies in bushes, or I honestly have no idea if it would reveal invisible enemies or not. Say Leon used a lollipop drop or something. It might still reveal them. I honestly have no idea though. But anyway, now with all the quests done, I can finally get into the Mega Star Drop opening. And again, I just want to state for the records, I didn't know I got that. Apparently I won 200 games with RT. But I am saving any additional Star Drops I get until the Super Ultra Mega Star Drop opening, and whatever I call it, in about 2 months when this pass ends, just to add a bit more suspense. So anything that's, I don't have to open up mandatory right away, I'm going to save. And I do have at least one extra there. And of course I have the entire Pro Pass reward track. So anyway, let's get right into it. And of course we're still hoping for hypercharges. Starting with a super rare, 50 power points. Rare 50 coins. Rare 25 power points. Epic of 200 coins. An epic of 100 power points. Rare 50 coins. Epic of 200 coins. Rare 50 coins. Rare 50 coins. Rare of 100 XP doublers. Super rare of 200 XP doublers. Rare 50 coins. A super rare 50 power points. Rare 50 coins. Rare of 25 power points. Super rare of 100 coins. Super rare 50 power points. Again, I actually have no idea how many Star Drops I'm opening. It's just whatever's in the title by the time I upload this. Super rare 50 power points. All I know is I probably got at least an additional 6 Star Drops from completing those quests. Okay, we have our second legendary opening. Again, hopefully it's a hypercharge, or at least anything but power points, I guess. Okay, 1,000 credits is okay. I'd argue it's significantly better than 1,000 bling. Super rare of 100 coins. Rare 50 coins. Rare 50 coins. Super rare of 100 coins. And that leaves us with 39 more random Star Drops, and I'll dive into that legendary guaranteed Star Drop. We have a rare, 25 power points. Rare 25 power points. Okay, we got the Trunk Spray. I did buy a decent amount of his emotes, just try to increase the chances of getting other higher value rewards. A rare 50 coins. Super rare 200 XP doublers. Rare 25 power points. Rare 50 coins. Rare 25 power points. Rare 25 power points. We have a mythic. 500 bling is okay. Epic 100 power points. Super rare 50 power points. Another mythic 100 bling. Okay. Rare 25 power points. Super rare 100 coins. Super rare 200 XP doublers. Rare 50 coins. Rare 25 power points. Super rare 50 power points. Rare 100 XP doublers. Epic 100 bling. Rare 50 coins. Super rare 50 power points. Super rare 100 coins. Rare 25 power points. Super rare 50 power points. Epic 100 bling. Epic 100 power points. Epic 100 power points. Rare 50 coins. Epic 200 coins. Super 100 coins. Rare 50 coins. Rare 25 power points. Rare 50 coins. Mythic 500 bling. Rare 100 XP doublers. Super rare 100 bling. And a super rare of 100 coins. And of course we have our guaranteed legendary, so again, hopefully it's a hypercharge. Okay. So unfortunately, again we got the spray, but literally everything else was resources, so it's an alright opening, I suppose. At least getting 2 other legendary star drops from random star drops. Well, if we head over to the shop, instead of the Night Jackie offer, that offer on Mecha Colt, we're still getting those discounts. Shop offers for bling skins is pretty decent. And again, I think I'm going to wait on Sea Dog Ruffs until even next year probably. It hopefully comes at a bigger discount. You know, PowerPoint offer again, I don't know who's buying those. A daily freebie is 60 XP doublers and 5 credits. I don't think anything else too crazy going on, so as of today I have 15,274 XP doublers and 172,337 power points. So I'm now left with about, well, I'll say 12 hours to see how far I can get on the trophy box. I do think it's possible I could max it out, but again, I'll probably have to be doing it the entire time, so we'll see. And of course, any time I'd add left would have to go towards getting more of this additional Pro Pass XP. Again, I'm surprised it seems to be more than usual. And that's just something interesting I'll say that I saw recently. I believe it was from Ray Brawlstar's video. Apparently there's one player who's not only reached Alien Fame 3, but has maxed out their entire Fame track, as in any extra credits they're getting isn't even going towards anything anymore, which is just mind-boggling, honestly. They must have just bought every single credits offer they could find, or every single character in the game. I believe it was a Chinese player. Again, I don't know if currencies are different over there, or if they get different offers. I think they do, honestly. If it really is a Chinese player, they have like a completely different system over there with like different boxes and stuff, so it would make sense. But again, it is still pretty impressive, I think, regardless, because it's just so many credits. And again, of course, let me know if you guys are doing a Mega Star Drop opening, if you got anything exceedingly excellent out of it. And of course, let me know if you're excited for the upcoming Subway Surfers collab event. I'm pretty excited. And again, let me know what end of the season trophy box you're aiming for. Again, obviously I'm going to try to get to Ultra if I can, but it's going to be close because I always end up cutting it close. But I really think I can get this time if I grind really hard. We're going to have to see though. So yeah, other than that, let's see how far I can take this, guys.